Hey, hey, beautiful Periscope people. I pray that everybody is having a magnificent Thursday morning. I almost said Wednesday. Oh, this morning has been wonderful and enlightening. I just read chapter 5, The Gift of the Wisdom, and it just really made me start even thinking more and more every day as I read this book. Even though it's my third time reading it, I get more and more wisdom, more and more knowledge. Yeah, you can have some water, baby. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, take it with you, baby. Sorry. It makes me think more and more about my marriage, the things I need to do, how I need to become better. You know, in the beginning of this chapter, yeah, go ahead. You Ninja Turtles? It really just makes me think more and more about my marriage. In the beginning of this chapter, she wrote about a letter from a lady. What are you doing? Oh, thank you. Thank you. She read a letter from a lady asking, how can I be a helpmeet to my husband? Have a merry heart to my husband who treats me harshly. And it made me go back to a situation that my husband and I had a couple days ago. Probably about a week ago now. Ooh, excuse me. And to me, I thought to myself, with this situation, my husband said some harsh things to me. And, before I even read this or whatnot, when I really went over it and thought about it and everything, excuse me, I'm like, did I have to react the way I reacted? No matter if he was justified or if I was justified or whatnot in the way I reacted, did I have to react that way? And we spoke about it. We had a really deep conversation. Well, I can't say real deep conversation, but a conversation about it. And I was like, well, you were right. What you were saying was right, but it just wasn't presented correctly. But if I would have responded to him with a merry heart, we could have got through that situation easily. But it took us a couple days to get over that situation, and more stuff added on and piled on to that one situation. And I was like, and when I read this, she was like, this is what Debbie responded. She says, you have two choices. You can doubt God and say, I know God does not expect me to honor this mean man. Or you can say, God, I know your word teaches me to be a woman who is there to help all my husband's desires and dreams. Make me that woman. And I was like, God, you just gave me a revelation of what I was already thinking about over the weekend, over these last few days. Look at that. What if you respond? That's just like yesterday with the trash thing. What if she would have responded negatively to her husband just walking off and not picking up the trash that he spilled? Be wise about the decisions that you're making in everything. That's just even with your learnings, with the things that you learn or whatnot, because there are so many. In this chapter, she spoke about a woman talking about the way men perceive the Bible. There are a lot of so-called scholars that still say that women have a certain place and they shouldn't be doing this and shouldn't be doing that. And she spoke on this. And in the Bible, it literally speaks of women teaching other women. So how can women not be teachers? How can women not do the things of God that they're supposed to do if they're not supposed to be teachers, if they're not supposed to learn and teach? Be wise in every decision that you're making, every move that you're making. It's like that's all God has been saying to me. Be wise. And I didn't realize it until I read this. Be wise. Wisdom, the gift of wisdom is a precious gift. It is something that is given to you. You don't have to earn it. It's not merited. It is given to you. A gift is something that is given to you. You don't have to earn it. It is just given, and God gives us the gift of wisdom every day. But do we use it? God has gifted us with very many things. God gifted me with a husband that has full grace and mercy upon me. I cheated on my husband while being pregnant with 2 of our children. God has given me the gift of an amazing man who still loves me, who is willing to fight for our marriage. That is a gift. And I have misused that gift, have not used that gift to the fullest. That man loves me till no end. Not more than God, but he loves me. That is a gift that nobody but God could give. I'm telling you. Ladies, let's get it together and use this gift of wisdom. Use the gifts that God has given us to push past, to be so much better than what we are. So much better. On the way home, my husband and I was having a conversation about how bitter and angry women are. Just looking at women walk down the street, like, man, she looks so mean. She looks so bitter and angry. And that is so true. You see so many women who don't have smiling faces, who are always fussing and cussing at their kids and want to blame it on this person and that person. But you have the right mind. You have the right mind to get better, to become better, to do better, to be better. You just have to do it. God has given you the gift of wisdom to take that step to do it. Why not just do it? Why you gotta yell and scream and be frustrated and aggravated all the time? Why? Why not just smile and be like, all right, hey, you messed up, but you failed. I don't like to use the word messed up. You failed, but let's get it right. Let me show you how to get it right. Me yelling and screaming ain't gonna make nothing no better. It's not gonna help you learn to change the situation. Me being angry and bitter is not gonna solve the situation. If I don't come and talk to you or present myself as a listening ear to what you're saying, nothing is gonna be better. There's nothing that you're going to do being angry and bitter and frustrated and aggravated with a situation that's going to cause it to be better. You yelling and screaming and going out of your mind isn't going to do anything but cause more problems. Just as simple as that. Use your gift that God has given you. Be wise with every decision that you make, with your money, with your time, with your children, with your husband, or for even the men who are watching this scope, with your wives. How many decisions have we made in life and been like, was that the right decision? Did I make a wise decision? Or was I just a fool and did what I wanted to do? I can't tell you how many times I have been a fool and made unwise decisions because of my selfishness, because of what I wanted, what I desired, because of what I felt, my emotions. I'm telling you, your emotions will take you to the pit of hell and back and keep you on an emotional roller coaster that you won't even be able to figure out where the hell it's going, if it ever's going to stop. I was there. And I'm slowly coming off of that roller coaster by the grace of God, because my husband has helped me to realize where I've gone wrong, what I'm doing wrong. I'm telling you, use your gift of wisdom. Use it. It is the best thing that God has given you. That is the greatest gift, one of the greatest gifts. Because I have 6 beautiful children, another one on the way, and I have my husband. Those gifts I have 7 beautiful children and another one on the way. Let me say that correctly. They're the best gifts that God has ever given me. And I've taken them for granted over many years. And I'm so grateful that God has gracefully granted me forgiveness. So use your wisdom. to make the right decisions. There's a part in here. It says, the gift of wisdom will remind you that God's rules are not there to put you in bondage, but to help you make a man want to cherish, protect, and love you. Most of all, the gift of wisdom will enable you to serve and honor your husband because you are serving and honoring God. You will find fulfillment in your nature as a woman. If you lack any wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all men and women liberally. God gives us wisdom liberally, like a gift, but first we must ask for it. So are you asking for wisdom? Are you asking for God's grace and mercy upon every situation that you are going through? What if I would have asked God for wisdom during that conversation with my husband, when he was speaking to what I felt was harshly? What if I'm like, God, I need you right now to give me the wisdom to make the right decisions during this? What if I would have did that? Would the situation have lasted as long as it did? Would it have continued on over the weekend? Continued on even another hour? Let's make wise decisions, people. Ask God for wisdom in every decision that you make. Don't be a fool in your marriage, in your finances, in your time, in raising your children, in your attitude, in your emotions, in every area of your life, in your career, your job. Let's make smart moves, people. Let's get up and get moving and fight to win. Fight for your marriage like no tomorrow. Don't waste time being angry and bitter, because it will get you nowhere. All right, beautiful people. I pray that y'all have a magnificent day. I might be on a little bit later today. Y'all have a blessed day, people. Bye.